Before I show you the hidden jewel of Wagyu, did you know I'm a huge fisherman? Now let me tell you something, I love the ocean, and I think with everything that is going on in the world, we can all agree in one thing. Trash does not belong in our beautiful ocean. So I teamed up with Mr. Beast and Team Seas to make an incredible impact in the ocean. For every $1 donated, Team Seas will pick up 1 pound of trash, and the goal is to set 30 million pounds of trash away from our ocean. I know that sounds crazy, but it is possible. So if you're willing to help clean our oceans from all over the world, the link will be on the description down below. Every dollar counts. Thank you so much for your support. Hashtag Team Seas all the way. We're gonna make that go real quick. Now, it's time for the hidden jewel of Wagyu.
And here we have what's called a baseball cut choice grade sirloin steak. I know what you're thinking, it looks just like a filet mignon. And trust me, they do it like that for that reason. Unlike filet mignon, this is not a tender steak. And here's that same exact steak as a premium grade. As you can see, the intramuscular fat is a little bit better. But let me show you what a prime grade sirloin steak looks like. It should have a tremendous amount of marbling, but friends, that's the nature of this cut. Here's an Australian marbling score 7. Much better marbling as you can see. And if you understand anything about steak, the more marbling, the better the steak will be. But now let's jump to the hidden jewel of Japanese Wagyu A5. This is a Japanese Wagyu A5 sirloin steak. The intramuscular fat is not as pronounced, but I think in my opinion the ratio between fat and beef is perfect. And today we're going to be cooking every single one of these steaks to let you know how different they are from each other. To ensure that every single steak is seasoned to perfection, I'm going to do something that it's called dry brine. That's just basically a fancy word to say put salt on it and let it rest in your refrigerator overnight so that the salt can penetrate nicely and deeply into the meat. One of the things that you definitely got to keep in mind is to make sure you season all sides including the edges. So after adding seasoning to every single one of these steaks, I like to put them on a cooling rack so that they can rest on my refrigerator overnight. As that was happening, it was perfect because it allowed me time to make an awesome side dish. And nothing is better than steak and fries. But these are baked potato edges and they are super easy to make, and here's how. The first thing I like to do is to peel all of them. As you are doing so, make sure to keep them in water so that they do not oxidize. Then I split them in half and cut it straight down instead of an angle. This will ensure that every single one of them is exactly the same size. Now the next thing to do is to get them nice and soft. To make sure that they keep their integrity and do not fall apart on you, I like to throw in a little bit of white vinegar. As they are boiling, the vinegar will help them keep their shape. And if you think that your potatoes are going to taste like vinegar, they are not. So after boiling them for 10 minutes, it was time to take them off. Keep in mind that the vinegar does help, but it does not hurt to be nice and gentle. Now we gotta get them ready to bake. And before doing so, I like to put a good coat of olive oil. Then I season them with salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper, smoked paprika, and a little bit of garlic powder. Mix them around to make sure every single one of them is perfectly coated with the seasoning. Then I like to transfer them to a baking sheet with a cooling rack to make sure that the air circulates all the way around. This should be able to get them nice and crispy in my convection oven. Talking about that, I set my oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit and threw them in there. I let them bake for about 15 minutes. Once that was up, I was happy with the color and it was time to flip. Threw them in there for an additional 15 minutes, and by that time my potato wedges were ready. As you can see, they get nice and crispy. That is as easy as it gets to make these wonderful potato wedges. By this time my steaks were perfectly dry brined. As you can see, they look quite different. The darker color is a sign that the salt penetrated nicely and deeply into the meat. But now the only thing left to do is to finish it up the seasoning. And for that, I threw in a little bit of freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. As always, make sure you season all sides including the edges. Now the only thing left to do is to cook them. And for that, I'm going to be first putting a beautiful sear on them. At the same time, I'm going to be using melted butter to baste. Once the searing is done, I'll be cooking them in indirect heat until I reach an internal temperature of 125 degrees Fahrenheit. And for that, I'll be using my wireless thermometers. So now I say it is enough talking and it is time to cook them. So let's do it.
right, everybody, here we have our beautiful steaks. Are you hungry, Angel?
You know that's my favorite cut.
What do you mean?
You made me some filet mignon. I like filet mignon.
I do know that you love filet mignon. That's why I took good care of you, yeah?
Let's do it.
You should have a feast. Anyway, a little bit of potato, yeah?
Little potatoes.
So we're gonna go from this way all the way down, and I want you to give an honest opinion, tell them how you like it and all that good stuff. Sounds like a plan?
Let's go.
All right, sounds good. Very first one. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Filet mignon.
Oh, I thought it was filet mignon. It's good, but it's not filet mignon.
Right. It has a wonderful flavor, but the tenderness is not there. All right, let's go for the next one, okay? I see you really like the first one because you ate the whole thing.
It was good, but
It was good. It was good. It's not bad, everybody. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say it's bad. You hungry?
A little bit hungry.
All right, sounds good. Second one. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. The flavor is stronger on this one, in my opinion.
Yeah. I agree with you.
It still has the same bite.
In regards to tenderness, you're talking about.
Chewiness, it's about the same.
It is an amazing steak, I'll tell you that. The flavor is really, really nice, but the tenderness is just not there. All right, let's go for the third one, Andrew. And this steak is extremely juicy, everybody.
This one looks like it might be even
extremely
more
juicy. And you see, when you see, I don't know if it's coming through the camera, when you have all those fibers breaking up like that.
Yeah, that makes you think.
It makes you think like it's a real filet mignon, right?
Yeah, it makes you think so too.
Next one. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, what happened to this one right here?
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
It's a good imposter.
It's still not a filet mignon?
It's close,
It's close.
but it's not filet.
Extremely tender, extremely juicy, wonderful flavor. I might like this one a little bit more than an actual filet mignon, Angel, because the flavor is there.
Chill.
The flavor is there, everybody. The amount of flavor is just insane. So as you can see, it's progressing slightly better little by little, huh? Let's go try the next one. This is extremely juicy, everybody, like to the max. And
Yeah,
cooked
you
to
can see the
perfection.
juice is running.
Let's see if it's better or worse, Angel. Fourth one. Cheers, everybody. Ooh.
That's a good one. I like that one.
That's a good one. And it has a
That's a good one.
That's a good one. The crust is really strong, everybody. Really strong. Like, for real.
It's tender, but I want to say the crust is stronger. So the crust gives you the bite, but the inside is like...
Yeah, super tender.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crust is absolutely everything. And
I like this one's really balanced to me. I like this one a lot.
you can tell that this one is not a filet mignon, but it's very, very close. The tenderness is there. The flavor is insane.
But this one, I guess maybe it burned a little more. Because the crust is like, it has the chew. And then the inside is just like, it's like a little like jello. It's so soft.
Like jello. Okay, time for the finale. You ready for the last one? Let's see how this one tastes. You ready?
Very fatty.
Really?
I'm dissecting it.
Dissecting it?
I need to know what's going on here.
All right. Fair enough. All right, this one even smells a little different. You see that?
Okay.
Okay. He's excited. All right, last one. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Whoa.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Wow.
That's not filet, though.
It's not filet. What
But
is it?
It's Wagyu.
You can tell that it's Wagyu.
It's soft.
Oh, yeah.
That's undeniable. It's soft.
It is absolutely phenomenal.
This is the best one.
This is the best one? You're right. They are not filet mignons. None of them. What kind of steak you think these are?
No, I don't know.
You don't know? All right. So it's a sirloin steak. Okay? It's not a filet mignon. It's not picanha. It's nothing. It's like one of the less cuts. You know what I mean? So the good thing about this one right here is that it's a wonderful bite and it's a steak that you enjoy. You can eat the whole thing, everybody. So if you've never tried this type of Wagyu, I definitely recommend you give it a try. That's why I call it the jewel of Wagyu. You know what I mean? Because it's not something like out of your mind like a Japanese Wagyu A5 ribeye or a picanha that is extremely marbled. It's something that it's very well balanced.
Yep.
The amount of fat together with the amount of beef, the ratio is good. Versus when you have a ribeye Japanese Wagyu A5, it's 90% fat. Don't get me wrong, A5 is the best Wagyu in the world, but it's not for you to enjoy a whole meal.
That A5 is more like, I'm getting this steak and I'm gonna share it with my family.
Yes,
I'm gonna share it
exactly.
with my friends. That one you could just be like, oh, this is me.
Yeah.
This is me. That's it.
I see you're going for the potato. Go for it. Tell me if it's good. Little potato wedges, everybody, easy to make, and there's nothing better
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. There's nothing better than potato and steak together.
You know what the thing is that people mess up with these? The wedges. Sometimes they make it too thick.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's too different what's going on in there. I like this size is good because it's like, it's crunchy and it has a little bit of softness, but it's not like Oh yeah, it goes from super crunchy to
yeah,
like.
yeah.
Is like,
You have to have a nice balance enough thickness.
this is a good thickness.
Yep. Anyway, guys, these are the results. I hope you give it a try to the Jew of Wagyu. It is really a Jew. You're gonna see me cooking this steak quite often. It is a phenomenal steak, and I definitely recommend it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything's always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.